Let's go on a thrilling journey to the Earth's polar extremes, where frosty frontiers meet captivating wildlife, telling chilling tales of climate change. We'll cycle through the different weather conditions and see how life goes on in the extreme circumstances, how life adapts and thrives. Let's start our frozen adventure. Antarctica. Earth's frozen fortress, the coldest place on Earth, standing as the ultimate Ice Age veteran. It's been frozen for an unbelievable 30 million years. In its heart, a ginormous ice blanket exists, over 4 kilometers thick, and it hides entire mountain ranges beneath it. Here, it's so cold that 19 million square kilometers of ocean freezes every winter, doubling the size of ice cap. But when spring rolls in, it's time for the sea ice to step aside and allow the return of life. The party begins now. The first to break free from winter's icy grip is the northern tip, reaching out towards South America. Let's take a look at the Arctic food web before we proceed ahead. You can pause the video and take a closer look. Antarctica. This place boasts a more diverse cast of characters than a Hollywood blockbuster. As the sea ice cracks, it's like curtains opening on a stage of vibrant life. Gentoo penguins, the speedsters of the ocean, have to waddle ashore in spring to start their family drama. Getting to their nesting grounds feels like a penguin's version of Mission Impossible, but these guys never back down. The paths they carve, with their tiny footsteps, led to the most precious resource in Antarctica: bare rock. It's rarer than a unicorn in Antarctica. Less than 1% of the continent is ice-free. And these rocky spots are the only places gentoos can lay their precious eggs. After a 30-minute climbing session, a penguin nears the summit, where its mate awaits. What's the grand gesture? A stone! Yes, these penguins know how to woo. They bring a gift to enhance the nest and win her heart. Gentoo penguins used to be the rare birds in this neighborhood, but their numbers have been increasing as temperatures rise. Due to global warming, they've become the new cool kids. Sea ice may look flat and lifeless, but beneath it there exists a different world. When it melts, it's like a curtain lifting on an underwater extravaganza. Imagine this as the soil on which underwater plant life grows, and soon, the grazers join the party. Trillions of Antarctic krill, the shrimp of the sea, swarm the waters, and graze on algae under the ice. But once the ice melts, the party is over. And then enters the predators, the penguins. The krills are a snack of choice for all our oceanic pals, and especially these penguins. When the penguin party is over, it's time for the big whales to hit the dance floor. They're the party animals, and they've got some epic moves. With a lunge and a pounce, it's like they're showing off on the dance floor. Humpback whales are the tropical tourists who've journeyed over 8,000 kilometers to be here. As more humpbacks join the groove, they realize that teamwork makes the dream work. They start lunging together and catching the krill like a synchronized swimming team. But it doesn't stop there. Some whales take it up a notch. They form a bubble net by blasting air from blowholes, trapping their krill snacks in a spiraling tornado of bubbles. It's like a sea carnival. As the net tightens, the krill are like confetti in a party popper, shot into the whales' hungry mouths. Almost all humpbacks in the southern hemisphere come to the Antarctic to feed on krill. The humpback whales are thriving now, thanks to the ban on commercial whaling. But with the ice vanishing, the krill are having a hard time. With disappearing ice, the krill stocks have more than halved. In the past 50 years, with warmer temperatures and disappearing ice, the krill stocks around these parts have taken a nosedive by more than half. But hold on to your hats because we're not done yet. There are other oceanic rock stars on the scene, seeking bigger prey than the krill. Introducing the orcas, the sea's very own superstars. More than half of the world's orca population is partying in these polar seas. And guess what? They're specialized in a little activity called penguin hunting. These orcas are the James Bonds of the sea, going undercover to catch their prey without making a sound. Sneaky, right? A lone penguin might escape one orca, but it's almost impossible to dodge a whole squad of them. This hunt might seem like Mission Impossible, but it's all about passing down important life skills to the young ones. From killer whales to krill, all life here relies on Antarctica's sea ice. The seas surrounding Antarctica are some of the roughest on the planet. They transport nutrients across the planet and fertilize the oceans, regulating global temperatures. Now, let's shift our focus to South Georgia, an island that's far enough north to escape the sea ice even in the middle of winter. It's a year-round playground for an entire zoo of animals. Enter our star, the wandering albatross chick, who's been on its nest all winter, eagerly awaiting a meal. It may have to wait a couple days or even weeks for its parents to return. Growing up takes time, and it's not just a quick grow-up spell. It takes a whole year before this chick is ready to spread its wings. Taking that first flight is like passing the aviation test for albatrosses. A successful landing without reverse thrusters is a big achievement. The chick's mother knows when conditions are right for hunting, and the chick knows when mom means business. South Georgia is an ideal place for these young gliders. For now, the chick is safe, but it can't be said for South Georgia's seas. Giant kelp flourishes in these ice-free waters, a perfect place for the seals to hide. The seals are here for the penguins, and the ocean's giants are here for the seals. Adult seals make for a much more satisfying meal, and it's time for some top-secret stealth moves. The chick follows mom's every move, mirroring her stealthy approach to seal hunting. It's like a top-secret mission, and with a cub in tow, being sneaky isn't always easy. But this is a family affair, and it's all about teamwork. In the world of seal hunting, most missions end in epic fails. The bears too are hungry, but must keep searching. This bear is on search for its next meal. It must eat 2/3 of the food it needs for the whole year, before the ice melts and his hunting ground disappears. A seal's mother had no choice but to leave her pup on the surface. She'd have built a den in a ridge on ice earlier, but now, the sea ice freezes so late, that the ice is flat. A pup left alone on the ice. It's like Christmas in the bear world. The cub has to make the move to escape the bear, and now, it's not about stealth, but confidence. The mother knows the drill, and she's just hoping her little one makes it back to her hole in time. The inexperienced young hunter hesitates, but its mother knows better. Polar bears are like secret agents of the Arctic, but their success depends on the sea ice. If it disappears, the bears are in a pickle. When summer arrives, it's like the grand melting of the Arctic's icy stage. The nomads return, and the narwhals steal the spotlight. Every summer, they gather at the Arctic's edge, waiting for a lead to appear, an icy highway leading to their shallow bay hangouts. Sea ice isn't just vital for the creatures of the poles. It's like the Earth's ultimate thermostat. A bright, white surface reflects most of the sun's energy back into space, keeping our planet cool. A dark surface does the opposite, absorbing over 90% of the sun's energy and warming things up. As the sea ice shrinks, it's like Earth losing its winter coat. Today, there's a jaw-dropping 40% less sea ice cover during summer compared to 1980. The Arctic is turning into the planet's fastest-warming superstar. By 2040, it's predicted that the Arctic will have ice-free summers. This isn't just bad news for the Arctic. It's like a snowball effect for the entire world. Now, let's hop to the far northeastern coast of Russia, where we find the largest gathering of walrus on the planet. Over 100,000 walruses have hauled out on one single beach. It's like the hottest party in town, and they're here out of necessity, not choice. Their natural home is the ice, but it's retreated north, leaving them with no other option but to chill on the beach. Every inch of space is a hot commodity. Climbing over tightly packed walrus bodies is like a puzzle adventure. Those beneath can get squished, and surprise stampedes are always a possibility. In these conditions, walruses are like the ultimate party animals, sometimes partying a little too hard. Some lucky walruses find their own VIP spots away from the crowds, but getting up there is a challenge even for a one-ton beast used to sea ice. At least it's a comfortable spot to chill. As they get hungry, it's time to return to the sea. Hundreds may tumble from heights they shouldn't have scaled, just for a chance to dive into the ultimate walrus pool party. These massive walrus gatherings are like the annual beach festivals of the animal kingdom. They're happening more frequently now, and they're taking a toll on these creatures. Walruses, polar bears, seals. All these animals are living on the front lines of climate change, and they're feeling the heat. For now, the Arctic winter returns, and the sea ice reclaims its throne. This frozen paradise is a huge relief for the creatures that rely on it. But how long will these frozen realms remain a part of our planet's story? The future of our icy adventures are in danger. So, As we journey through the polar regions, let's cherish the incredible life that calls these frozen playgrounds home, and recognize the crucial role they play in the grand narrative of our planet's climate and ecosystem. Stay tuned for more thrilling adventures in this ongoing saga of our amazing Earth.